Hey guys, I'm VENZ and welcome back to Automation the Car Company Tycoon game. Now, I've been gone for a while. I'm sorry. I won't let it keep happening, man. Here's a little diagram of what happened. Alright, so now I'm back and I'm gonna start doing stuff again. Alright, automation isn't the only thing I'm gonna be doing either. Watch out for that. It's gonna be badass if everything goes accordingly. I came in here the other day to start recording. I got attacked by some wasps. Wasps, man. I got wasps in my situation. Not fun. We are building a muscle SUV from the late 90s. Imagine something like a Dodge Dakota RT or a... That's not an SUV, but imagine a Dodge Durango RT from the late 90s. It's going to be cool. It's going to have a medium-sized, naturally aspirated V8 that's relatively strung out. It's going to be rear-wheel drive, manual transmission, and this thing's going to be really fun to drive, man. Alright, let's get right into this. So because this is just going to be an up-engined version of a base model, basically, we're going to be relatively basic with this. We're just going to go normal treated steel so it only rusts a little bit. And then we're just going to go ladder chassis because it's a truck SUV thing. Galvanize that steel. And then it's going to be front longitudinal because all this other stuff, like rear longitudinal, yeah, that would be interesting and weird. But like, realistically, is that what would happen? No. So we're not going to go with that. Front suspension, I'm going to go with just like independence, I guess, because it's not like an off-roady vehicle. They want to, I guess they would change that on this version. Let's just headcanon this. They have a independent front suspension. That's like a big selling point for this vehicle. And then the rear is just going to be normal leaf springs, aftermarket upgrade, put some traction bars on that thing, man. Hell yeah, brother. And now, for the body, we got one with a camper on it. That's a truck, though. I want the weird SUV thing, if we can make it look a little more sporty, maybe a little less long. Yeah, like that. That's looking a little cooler already. You'll see all that later. That's not yet, man. We gotta build this engine. Anyways, it's gonna be rear-wheel drive, because if you want the off-road version, you go buy the off-road version. This one's probably more expensive than the off-road version, but, you know, we don't care. Quail chicken, sure, that works. And it's gonna be a 90-degree V8, and it's gonna be just cast. I don't know, I always pretty much do cast engines. Like, realistically, in 97, would the fast version... Wait a second, maybe the fast version would have, like, a heavy-duty aluminum block and head. In 97... Let's just say that they threw in their high technology block. Yeah, actually, let's call this the Q49, because it's going to be like a 4.9 liter, I think, something like that. Q49A, because it's aluminum. Yeah, that works. Actually, let's stroke it out just a tiny bit. Come on, just a little bit of stroke. There we go, a little bit of stroke out. It's going to be overhead cam. Actually, American engineers, they either go one way or the other. Just keep it push rod, you know what I mean? Keep that push rod. Or go all the way to dual overhead cam. And in 97, wait, can I have 4 valves? I can't have 4 valves in the overhead cam. Let's do 3 valve then. Alright, so we're almost beating Ford here. Almost, but not quite. Anyways, we're gonna go over here into aluminum performance head because we want this to turn a little more RPM reliably since it's gonna be a family hauler and all that, so we gotta put the performance head in here. We'll put one quality into that. Now the variant's gonna stay that size. Why not? It's not gonna be the chicken either. It's gonna be the free valve. And then for crank, I believe we would probably have to do a forged steel heavy crank, something like that. And then probably, man, I really don't want to have to forge my internals here, so I'm just gonna do the same thing I always do. I'm gonna keep it cast for now, and then if I gotta go do stuff in the future, a little bit later, I will. Let's do like 23 pounds of the balancing mass so far. Put one quality there. I'm not really going to touch any of this except for the RPM limit. I want it to rev to about 6,200. That sounds good to me. We're not going to add any of this. That's all technology, and that stuff's for communists. Someone just drove by my house with the door of their minivan open. That's really weird. Anyways, here we are going into our fuel system. We are going to go with the multi-point EFI. No, I don't know. Which one's more? It doesn't tell me how much it is. Hold on. $1,000 to do it that way. Yeah, that looks normal. Sometimes I don't know what I'm picking with like the fuel system stuff, if that's going to be realistic or not, but yeah. That looks like a late 90s Dodge Magnum, kinda, or maybe like an LS. It looks more like an LS, but people are gonna be in the comments like, "You're stupid, what are you talking about?" Yo, I'm sorry. I'm trying my best, man. Anyways, we're gonna run on unleaded gas, because we're not gonna run on meth, nitro meth, or compressed farts. Yeah. I'm thinking of methane. I don't think that's methane. But, anyways, I digress. I just want to say farts and be funny. Anyways, you're gonna go run on premium gas. Bad time to tell you. Anyways, we're also gonna have a medium intake. Oh yeah, there you go. Normal size throttle body and all that. Cool. There's your cool. Gonna keep that right where it is. And of course, we're gonna have tubular headers and a dual exhaust. It's gonna be 2¼ inch. Obviously, that's some stuff I do know about. I know how to make cars loud, and that's about it. Anyways, high flow freeway catalytic converter, because you need it, or else California will throw a hissy fit, and then you can't sell the car. Or New York too, and I think maybe New Jersey. It's usually California, and I like California. I was just there. I'm just gonna have a baffled second muffler, and yes, we make 318 horsepower. That seems about correct for what I am trying to do here. Nice. As you can see, we are high torquing a little bit. We got some. We're revving too high. So let's go look back at our bottom end here. Let's say the free valve SST gets like, I guess it might have to get forged internals. Let's see. Which ones of you like to rev more? Forged light? Forged light, it seems. And then I guess we're just gonna go straight all forged light. And then for the crank, again, like I said, I think we're gonna have to go forged steel. And then that's our torque situation. Skill issue. I don't know what else to tell you about that. I can back off the valve springs a little bit because we are just revving straight into a wall. It wants to rev more, but it can't. So let's back that off just a little bit. I'm not going to quality spam it. I think the exhaust system actually should put a quality until we partner with Magnaflow or Magnus Blow or whatever this version is. Exhaust restriction, good. Maybe I can restrict it more and we make a little bit less power and not blow up the engine as much. 74 reliability. Hey, we're beating Dodge, man. 74% of the chance. I'm having a stroke. 70% of the time you hit the key, it starts. That's pretty good. That beats Dakota era Dodge. Okay, what else am I missing here? I'm usually missing something that's really obvious besides me not tuning this engine at all. Okay, what's our octane at right now? Oh, 80? Okay, we're running at like 95. That's high compression, but we are naturally aspirated. So right there, that seems good. Oh, I didn't do anything to the fuel system. Right here. Yes. Dude, just kind of give me like that much. Time you can stay right there since it's a hyper engine, air quotes. That's what my dad would say. I'm becoming my dad. Oh my god. And then, yeah, the fuel, we're gonna just lean it out slightly. That 26% engine efficiency. Yo, that's pretty up there for my engines actually. This might be a good engine, man. How much is it? $2,700 to build it. Parts? I still don't know what that means. Anyways, it takes 74 months to design it. Yeah. Looks good to me, man. I'm just gonna ignore that. We're gonna deny your warranty when you come in and say, "Hey, my car blew up." We're gonna be like, "Yeah, it's because you've been beaten on it, and it's not covered under your warranty." Anyways, let's see what this thing sounds like. Hey, go back. I want to hear it. Let's do a poll. Hold on. Bring up the graph. Okay. No. No. Here. Give a performance intake. I should have done that anyways. I know we're just making even more power and making more power to give us even more reliability penalty, but like it needs to be louder. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, okay. Much more favorable. I like, hey! You messed with my LS intake. Alright, now we're on to the stuff I struggle with again. I'm not very smart. Anyways, manual transmission, 5-speed. We're gonna gear it up to like, yeah, 100 and... How it doesn't tell me how fast it goes. Yeah, but I'm gonna say like, sure, 160. Probably toss out about 140. Realistically, you wouldn't want to ever go faster than that in a vehicle like this. Unless you're crazy or got giant, like, titanium balls. I'm gonna look at the graph later. If the graph starts freaking out, then I'm just gonna fix it and try to make the graph happy, because I can't do it if the graph is freaking out, man, because then people are gonna be in my comments like, yo, you messed up. Anyways, we're gonna go with some radial tires, medium compound. Actually, should we splurge on the sports tires? Is it that serious? This thing makes 300 and something horsepower, like 320 horsepower. That's pretty quick. It's gonna weigh like 4,000 pounds. It'll be as fast as like a modern V6 Challenger, but like, I don't know, man. I'm gonna do it. We can go like 225 square setup, 225R, 16. That's about right. 16s, 225, 70R, 16, yeah. 110 speed rating, that works. Alloy wheels, obviously. You're going to get some discs in the front, free piston because this thing's going to weigh a little bit. They're going to be 10 inches. And that's going to be, again, on the brochure, got 10-inch brakes. And then the rear, also going to be discs. That's not a super huge flex in 97, but still going to be mentioned a couple times in the brochure. And they're going to be slightly smaller. They're going to be like an inch smaller. Anyways, we're going to go with no under tray. I have no reasoning behind that. I just feel like no under tray today. Is it going to have seats? Yes. It has a second row. No third row though, because that's for families. Anyways, we're going to go with the normal premium interior. I don't know in this case. Let's get the premium interior, the standard CD. How much does it weigh? 3,100 pounds. That's automation cars always have a weird weight, in my opinion. It seems like it would be a little heavier than that. But, okay. Sure. I'm not going to touch nothing. And then we're just going to have hydraulic rack and pinion, power steering. We're only going to have ABS. Now for our safety. This is an American car from the late 90s, which means it's an 80s car. So, yeah, basic 90s safety. You might have thrown a couple airbags in there. That's about it. Maybe a sway bar or two. Anyways, we're going to go with progressive springs. Gas monotube dampers. Upgraded. Or whatever. Not really, but I can say that. And then we're going to have semi-active sway bars, because I just mentioned that this thing has sway bars. Almost 60 reliability, man. 59.5% of the time, this car drives and gets you where you need to go. Okay. Now let's see. What's our issues here? Rear dampers are hard. Okay. I can actually, I'm cool with making those less hard because realistically this would be a little floaty even though we have sway bars. Look, oh my god, the roll angle's huge. What are our sway bars doing? They're non-existent. Also, because it's 20 inches in the air, man. This thing's lifted. Why are you lifted? There you go. A little bit less lifted. Realistically, I think my tires are a little big. I think my tires are a little bit big, man. I gave it, like, modern Nissan Frontier specs for some reason. Yeah, let's drop them down to 15s. I still want them to be 70. There we go. We got another 390 rear gearing. Yeah, that is a lot of overdrive. I don't know what I just did, but I made it make more sense. All right, yeah, cool. That's all right. Sick. Rear dampers are hard. Likes to oversteer. Good. Rear brakes. Okay, my brakes are too good. My brakes are too good. Brakes are suffering from brake fade. Well, how about I just make your brakes better? People who watch my campaign videos are screaming right now. No! Don't touch the brakes, VENZ! You're gonna make them really expensive. Yeah. I'm about ready to start designing this thing. And it's gonna be pretty cool. I think. I might be able to make this like a pretty cool vehicle. Yeah. I'll see you guys in a second. Alright, and here it is, the 1996 DCM World Mover SST. It's got split headlights, SST badges, a cool grille, nostrils, among other things such as the mag wheels, and dual exhaust. Very sick, I know. Alright, and now here we are in BeamNG with the 1996 DCM World Mover SST. And now, I gotta say, looks pretty cool in black. Looks pretty good in BeamNG. I don't know why the red interior is showing, but yeah, I put a little red interior in here. It's a little bit basic, but you got climate control. You got a nice CD player. You got a transmission select. You got a gear selector, transmission selector. You got some goofy pedals that are way too big, and then you got a steering wheel and stuff. But yeah, first things first. I gotta see how fast this thing is, because, you know, this makes like 320 horsepower, which is a lot more than like the Saleen XP8. So, let's see what we can do here. Definitely does a burnout. Can we do a burnout in second gear? I guess not. Okay, there's second gear. There's third. There's 60. Okay, that's pretty normal. There's 80 and 90. Cool. There's 100. 110. 20 into top gear here. We're really moving. 136. Can we do 150? Let's see. 150 before the end of the highway. Yes. Cool. How about our brakes? The brakes could be better. But, you know, it is a big SUV, so I don't know what I was really expecting. How about drifting? Can we do that? Let's put it in a second. Give it a little handbrake. That's a drift hat. Forza mode. Don't worry, that wasn't a crash. I meant to do that. I totally did. Yes! It seems as if the automation differential is a little weird. It's not a driver issue, I promise, totally. Oh no, I crumpled it. Oh god. Oh no. I feel like this thing would be worth a lot of money in real life. Because, you know, there'd be like weird people who would want to drive specifically this SUV for some reason over like anything else. There's always that one guy. You know, like, imagine, man, this guy lives down the street from you, you know, he has like 7 of these and 4 of them run, you know. The rest are all parts cars. He loves this. Loves them. He takes the nicest one to concerts every weekend. Big fan. So yes. Oh. Man. That's like a 0-star safety rating right there. That's actually really bad. Let's go this way. Nice. Yes, automation differential is a little strange. That's okay. Understeer is okay as well. I don't really mind. Let's take it towards the more mountain style roads. Okay, I guess we're not gonna stop. It's not going to. Let's see if I can drift this. Let's see. Man, I just BMW'd it, man. Oh no. Okay, so safe to say, muscle truck, not super great on the corners, not a skill issue, believe me. Let's see if it can jump. And obviously, because this isn't an off-road vehicle, I think the best way to show if this can jump or not is to see if we can do like a 360 while in the air. Or maybe a 180, I'm not really sure. I'm really bad at that. Let's see. Almost. Oh, brakes, please. I mean, technically I did it. Car's probably totaled now, realistically. Maybe not. You could probably pull that out. Kind of hit it right between the doors, so there would be like a pillar right there. So, you know, probably totaled, realistically. But I kind of did it. Wasn't that sick? It was kind of cool, I think. Alright. But I think it is about time to take this to the track. Actually, hold up. Before I take it to the track, I gotta race another car real fast. Alright, as you can see, we got 3 different vehicles here now. We got our vehicle, the Roamer Road Sport. We're a little bit smaller than it. And then over here, we got the Blazer Extreme, which is like the kind of fast one. It's got like a V6. So, I want to see if we can beat it. First one down to the end, crash into this trailer, wins. Alright, let's go. Alright. Pulling on at 80. We got higher top end. I was just shifting badly. That guy's an automatic, so it's the Blazer. Okay, now we're winning. We're winning still. Shifting into top gear. I don't know why it was on arcade mode. That was really weird. It's shifting like a grandma for real. Man, we got this in the bag. Motor Trend's gonna love this vehicle. It's faster than everything else. And also, I hit the trailer first. Bang! Swag. Oh, here they come. They're gonna be incoming. Can I escape? Oh, yep. Yes, I can. Oh. Where's the Blazer? Man, you're going real slow. What's up with the Blazer? Oh. Okay. Oh. He didn't actually hit that wall right there. That was pretty sick. Okay, I will now go take this one. No, not that one. This one to the track. I'll be right back. And alright, here we are at the track. Let me put it in the hood camera. Put it in first gear. Alright, there we go. Pretty okay launch. Still just losing wheel spin all over the place. A little bit more quiet right now. Let's see if I can actually hold this line on the normal non-sport tires. Or did I put sport tires? I think I did. Let's get into this corner pretty nicely. Keep it on the apex. Don't slide out here too wide. Now let's get on the power, put it in the 4th. We're way up in the RPM, so I probably should be shifting a little bit sooner. Let's easy on the brakes because they kind of suck. Get it turned in. A little bit of power, don't spin out. Very cool, very cool. Alright, coming down into the chicane. Harder on the brakes. Oh, the brakes seem to work really good, or maybe I'm just going really slow. Let's downshift in the 2nd, and then back in the 3rd. For some reason, there we go. Man, automation export differentials acting really strange. Let's keep going. Let's get our speed up here onto the back straight. Brake at 2, or a little bit before 2. Just keep it nice and easy. 3rd gear. Nice. That was probably not the fastest way through there, but it probably looked cool if anyone was watching. Oh, I probably shouldn't have said anything. Oh. I guess we're just not going to think about that part. Oh, now I'm going to understeer for the last corner. And now we're going to put the power on. Whoa. Got a crazy wiggle there. And then boom, across the line at 138.5, which is number 5. I went faster than the other truck. Okay. I basically just went faster than the other truck. What else did I go faster than? The Walgo, the Woggle, Clarita, there's the truck, and then, yeah, okay, it's sick. Clarita, I don't know. I was calling it something, man. I've been out of the YouTube stuff for a long time. I'm sorry, man. It's not really my fault. But everyone, I hope you enjoyed the video. I just noticed that I messed up with the automation, like the audio and automation. Sorry. My audio tracks are all messed up. That's not going to happen in the next video, I promise. Next one is either going to be a campaign or an IRL video. There's automotive history coming up. So be on the lookout for that. Thanks everybody for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for sticking around, even though I keep going missing every few months. Alright. I love you guys. Bye. I still remember, don't worry. I'll drop the car from the sky. I'll drive the car from the sky. I'll put it on the camera view, man. Oh, hell yeah. Anyways, how was your day? Was it good?